Hey guys, and welcome to the channel. Today I'm bringing you my impressions on the new weapon attachment post patch changes. I see a lot of people asking on the forums and in YouTube comments what is the best setup to run with now on an assault rifle, and people want a quick and simple answer. Unfortunately, it isn't really as straightforward as that, but I'm going to try and keep this as simple as possible and explain in layman's terms what attachments I think you should be using, and to try and explain the reasons why. Remember though that post patch there isn't a clear winner in the combination of attachments that you can have. Pre-patch however, it was generally accepted that if you went for the M16A3 with a silencer and a foregrip, that was the best option for the assault class. But now which setup you go for really depends on the gun you're using, it depends on the map you're playing on, and most importantly, it depends on your playstyle. So I started off by reading the patch notes and also looking at some of the data on the Smithic website. I played the game, I tried out different combinations of attachments so I could just get a general feeling of what the attachments were going to be doing to my weapon, and I've tried to summarise the changes here. So I'm not including the bipod or the laser sight because I personally would never use either of those attachments on assault rifles. So we're going to be looking at the combination recommendations for the flash suppressor, the heavy barrel, the suppressor and the foregrip. Remember as well that most of the effects of the post-patch attachments work on a per weapon basis, so please take these recommendations as a generalisation. The first setup that I'm going to recommend is my personal preference at the moment, and it's for my two top guns, which are the M16A3 and the AK-74M. And this setup I think is for the guys that like to be really accurate and fire in small bursts at medium to long range, arguably where most engagements take place in Battlefield 3. If you're that sort of player, then you should just use a heavy barrel, so no foregrip. The heavy barrel gives you 3 or 4 bullets in the same place before the recoil starts to kick in. So if you can really concentrate on bursting and aiming, then this is the best setup for you in my opinion. I would always take a Cobra sight as well with this setup, just to let you guys know. It's just my personal preference, I like the look of it and I'm just used to it. It's the sight that I've used the most. Moving on, if you are more of a medium range player who likes to spray a bit more, then you should just take the suppressor or the flash suppressor on their own. Again, no foregrip. Choosing between these two really depends on your playstyle, so you have to think about the trade-offs. Although you're going to be more accurate and have less aimed recoil with a flash suppressor than you would with a suppressor, you're going to lose the stealth bonus because you're showing up on the minimap when you fire. So it's really up to you. Do you prefer better accuracy and recoil, or do you prefer stealthy gameplay with slightly less accuracy and recoil? So again, that's a choice that's up to you. So now we're moving on to the foregrip and whether you should use that in combination with any of the end of weapon attachments. Foregrip and heavy barrel I think is a good combination for some of the assault rifles, especially the ones like the AEK, the F2000 and the FAMAS. The reason for that is because those weapons have a lot of horizontal recoil and the foregrip counteracts that. So if you use the foregrip and the heavy barrel together on those weapons, you're going to get the fantastic bullet spread that the heavy barrel offers, and that's going to more than make up and compensate for the spread that you'd lose by using the foregrip. A suppressor and a foregrip combination with assault rifles I would only recommend for very close quarters stealthy combat. Perhaps levels like Strike at Karkand or Sen Crossing, where there are a lot of buildings that you can nip in and out of and you don't want to show up on the minimap. If you go for this combination, then you're going to have similar accuracy to a weapon without any accessories. The penalties you're going to have are worse hipfire accuracy and worse accuracy at range, but you're going to have the benefit of improved stealth and reduced recoil. The last combination you can go for with the foregrip is the flash suppressor, and I think that this gives you a nice setup for short range frontline combat, so maybe tight close quarter levels where there are a lot of short range engagements but at the same time a lot of medium range as well. Okay, just to quickly summarise for you guys, if you're a medium to long range player and you're very accurate and you like firing in small bursts, then take the heavy barrel attachment on its own. If you're more of a medium range player and you prefer to spray a bit more, then maybe the flash suppressor would be good for you. It's got good recoil and good accuracy, but you're going to be noisy. If you're more of a stealthy player and prefer to engage people at short to medium range, then the suppressor is going to be good for you. Remember though, it doesn't have as good recoil as the flash suppressor, but it's okay at the same time. If you're into the other assault weapons such as the AEK and the F2000, then you should definitely take a foregrip, as this reduces horizontal sway. Combine this with a heavy barrel and you've got a pretty nice medium range weapon. Just remember to fire in bursts, because if you go full auto with this setup, your bullets are going to be going everywhere. If you're a very short range stealthy sort of player, then you can always go with the tried and tested suppressor and foregrip combination. It's not as good as it was pre-patch, it's been nerfed, but if you're a short range player and you fancy a bit of stealth, then this is for you. Finally, we've got the foregrip and flash suppressor combination. This is definitely for the run and gun players who like to fight at short to medium range. You've got okay hip fire and good recoil, but don't forget that you're going to show up on the minimap if you start spraying bullets with this particular loadout. So there we go guys. Those are my preferences and opinions on the post-patch attachments. Just because I like these particular setups doesn't mean that you're going to like them. It's all about trying stuff out and seeing what feels best for you. Don't forget to rate the video if you enjoyed it guys. You can also check out my detailed look at the patch where I go over what I feel are the most important changes in that video link there. Hope you have a wonderful day wherever in the world you are, and I'll see you in the next video.